Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something absolutely fascinating. We're going to uncover the hidden science that literally turns a mouthful of metal into an active biological construction zone. That's right, we are exploring the precise mechanics and the microscopic cellular biology behind exactly how braces move your teeth. Now, if you or maybe your kids have ever had braces, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. You wake up a day or two after getting them adjusted, and it honestly feels like your teeth are just loose in your gums, right? It's a pretty universal and kind of unsettling experience. Well, today we're going to solve that biological mystery by looking at what is actually happening deep inside your jawbone. So here's a quick look at our roadmap for today. We'll start with number 1, the mechanics of braces. Then move to number 2, the periodontal ligament. From there, it's number 3, classic theories of movement. Zooming into number 4, the cellular construction crew. And finally, wrapping up with number 5, the new biphasic theory.
Okay, let's jump right into section 1, the mechanics of braces.
What we're looking at here is just a brilliantly elegant system of applied physics.
First off, you've got the brackets. These are carefully bonded directly to your teeth to act as super secure anchors. Then you thread the arch wires through those brackets. And these aren't just any wires. They're usually made of special shape memory metals, like nickel titanium. The orthodontist bends the wire to fit the bracket, but the wire naturally wants to snap back to its original U-shape. Because of that, it applies a constant, gentle pressure, slowly carrying the tooth along with it. And finally, you have the elastics, those little rubber bands, which give targeted directional force to fix the bite. Together, this hardware exerts all the physical pressure needed to push or pull a tooth. But how does a physical push actually translate into a biological movement?
Well, that brings us right to section 2, the periodontal ligament. If we transition just below the gum line, we can really see how this hardware interacts with the human body. And this brilliantly illustrates a common misconception. You see, contrary to what a lot of people think, your teeth are not directly fused into your jawbone, like, a metal post set in concrete. Not at all. Instead, the root of your tooth is actually suspended in this stretchy, fibrous little hammock called the periodontal ligament, or PDL for short. Because this ligament has some give to it, your teeth naturally have a tiny bit of wiggle room. So when braces push on a tooth, they're actually stretching that PDL on one side of the socket and compressing it on the opposite side. Let's move on to section 3, classic theories of movement. So to really understand how stretching and compressing a ligament basically tricks your body into moving a tooth through solid bone, we have to talk about the foundational pressure-tension theory. The groundwork for this was actually laid way back in 1930 by a researcher named Albin Oppenheim. If you look at the P for pressure and T for tension, you'll see the classic idea. The thought was that bone is selectively resorbed, meaning it's broken down, on the compressed pressure side, just to make room for the moving tooth. And at the exact same time, brand new bone is deposited on the stretched tension side to fill in the gap. Basically, a simultaneous push and pull system. Now, what's really interesting here is the debate over why that bone remodeling actually happens in the first place. On one hand, you have the fluid dynamic version of the theory. This suggests that when you compress that ligament, you're literally squishing the blood vessels. That alters the blood flow, releases chemical messengers, and boom, bone resorption is triggered. But on the other hand, we've got the competing piezoelectric theory. This one argues that the physical force actually bends the microscopic crystal structure of the bone itself. That bending generates bioelectric signals that tell the bone when to break down and when to build up. But whether it's fluid dynamics or electric signals pulling the strings, who is actually doing the heavy lifting in your jaw? Let's zoom all the way down to the microscopic level for section 4, the cellular construction crew. Meet your biological workforce. We can boil this down to 2 absolutely vital types of cells. First up, the osteoclasts. You can think of them as your demolition crew. They're formed in the bone marrow, and they literally secrete acids and enzymes to dissolve and demolish the old bone matrix. On the flip side, you have the osteoblasts. These guys are your builders. They come from stem cells, and their whole job is to synthesize new bone structure. The entire success of your braces completely depends on the delicate, highly regulated dance between these 2 types of cells. And here is the step-by-step sequence of how that dance plays out. Step 1, braces apply pressure, stressing out the ligament and changing the blood flow. Step 2, in response to that stress, the tissue releases chemical messengers, like inflammatory cytokines. Step 3, this local inflammation flags down the osteoclast demolition crew to start clearing out bone. And finally, step 4, the osteoblast builders come in behind them to form new bone. But actually, scratch that for a second. Let's go back to step 2. The release of those inflammatory cytokines. That localized inflammation is exactly why your teeth feel sore, sensitive, and super loosed for a few days after your orthodontist tightens your wires. Let's see how this all builds together. This is a look at a seriously complex osteoimmunology network in action. You've got inflammatory cells and osteoclasts activating right at the bone's surface. Now, if they were left totally unchecked, those osteoclasts would just eat away way too much bone, which could cause real damage or fractures. But they are heavily regulated by this intricate web of immune signals. So it's not just a metal wire physically shoving a tooth through bone, it's a beautifully coordinated biological response to controlled, intentional trauma. Which leads us to our final part, Section 5, the new biphasic theory. We have arrived at a major turning point in orthodontic science. For decades, the whole field basically relied on that simultaneous push and pull model we talked about earlier. But researchers eventually started noticing some pretty glaring inconsistencies. For instance, if constant static pressure simply caused normal bone remodeling, then a dental implant, which is basically a titanium screw in the bone, should move when braces pull on it. But they don't move at all. Because they don't have that ligament, they don't trigger the biology. So this led to a massive breakthrough, the new biphasic theory, which argues that the breaking down and the building up of bone do not happen simultaneously. So the crucial point of this new theory is that the biological response is actually 2 distinct sequential phases. First, after the braces stress the ligament, a catabolic or destructive phase kicks in. The demolition crew clears out bone on both sides of the tooth in a wide perimeter. It essentially excavates a path. Then, only after the tooth has actually physically shifted into that newly demolished space, a sweeping anabolic phase kicks in. The builders arrive to restore the bone and lock the tooth into its new home. It's a clear sequence: demolish first, move, and then rebuild. And understanding that specific sequential process opens up a truly incredible frontier. I mean, think about it. Could manipulating this exact cellular remodeling lead to drastically faster orthodontic treatments? Well, there's no way around it. The answer is yes, and it's already happening. Researchers are exploring things like planned micro-injuries to the bone, specifically designed to trigger an early rush of those inflammatory cytokines. By intentionally jump-starting the demolition crew, we can dramatically speed up how fast teeth move. It's just a stunning realization. The next time your teeth ache after an adjustment, you aren't just wearing metal, you are actively triggering and controlling your very own cellular biology.